Hey guys, so before we get started on this video, we are so close, like really close to 7,000 subscribers, which is awesome. I have something special for when we hit 7,000 subscribers. Right now, the video you're about to see is probably one of about 10 that are on their way. And so I have things that I've already done to the car that I've shot video footage for, and we hit 7,000 subscribers, and I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a montage of what the car is looking like right now, which I think will really spark your interest. So hit that like and subscribe button, get me to 7,000 subscribers or more, and you'll enjoy this next video. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. So today we are working on the front bumper. So we talked before in one of my videos about this whole bottom splitter piece getting replaced. So if you followed my previous videos, you know that this is a two-part splitter setup here. Don't worry about that, I'll explain that in a minute. So this is the regular, I guess it's a KS style splitter. You get them on eBay or Amazon for like 90 bucks. They're not very expensive. Not a super aggressive splitter, but does add a little something to the front and helps lower the front end. And then I added this piece, which is actually a three-piece setup that gives you the two side pieces and then this middle piece that just really gave it a more aggressive look. And it's got the side winglets here too. So this is cool, but what I've decided to do is I'm replacing this with the exact same thing, but in a carbon fiber finish. And as you can see, I hit something there. This is pretty low when it's on the car, so you don't get a lot of clearance. But I'm replacing it with the same exact thing, but with a carbon fiber finish. And then the splitter here, this K&S style splitter here, is getting replaced with something similar but more aggressive. So over here, I'm going to show you what's in here. So down here is the bottom splitter piece. I'll unwrap that in a minute. And then in here is the other piece. So I'm going to work on unboxing this stuff real quick, and then I'll lay it out and show you guys what it is. But I think this will just add to the look on the car. So my plan with the side skirts and the rear of the car is that right around the bottom is that the whole bottom part of the car have a carbon fiber look. So that's kind of what I'm going through, and then everything else is going to be all blacked out. So I think that will probably look pretty cool on this car. But let's get to unboxing it. Okay, so these are again the side winglets. So I'm going to slide that out, and as you can see, these have a carbon fiber look to them. Now I'm going to stress, these are not carbon fiber. They are a plastic, regular plastic, with a carbon fiber coating over top of them and then cleared. So that's why they really aren't that expensive. Okay, so here's the very bottom splitter piece laid out. So it's pretty cool looking. So I'm going to unbox that. That's the other top splitter part, and I'll put that on. You'll be able to see what the difference is between that splitter versus what we're doing here. So here we have the new piece. Now the big difference here is a carbon fiber here. This actually comes already gloss black. So it's not that kind of flat plastic, almost primed look. It actually is gloss black, which makes it look so much better, especially on this car. It's a three-part piece, so it actually has a joint right here. But the thing I liked about it is it's very similar to the regular KS style, except it's got this point here, which I think makes it look a little bit more aggressive. So that black with this carbon fiber, I think we can all agree, that's a pretty sick looking splitter. So it's very similar to what I already have, but it's going to look a little more aggressive. And I think with the carbon fiber on the bottom, it's going to give it a little bit more of a high-end look, sort of. But pretty simple install. It's not that hard. So I'll show you real quick. This bottom splitter is just held on with some screws right to the other splitter. And I'll take this stuff off real quick. The first splitter is just screwed in place in a couple places as well. And then in the middle here, there are actually these wedges that came with the splitter that I used to keep this sturdy and anchored, so there's no flapping on this bottom part. It's actually a very, very, very secure thing. And then once I'm done with that, we'll get into what's going on here. So for those of you who had asked before, this is what makes up my front splitter. So again, it's the K&S style one piece there that's going to be replaced by that 3-section one there. And then the exact same thing like what I'm putting on now, but in all black. And you can see it gets pretty dirty under there. But that's it, pretty easy. All it does is just, this goes on, gets screwed into place, and then that screws on underneath of it. You just have to kind of be mindful of centering it. So when I do the new one, I'll probably just lay these pieces on top and then drill my holes from this, since that takes all the guesswork out of lining it up. But we're going to clean up the underside of the bumper here real quick. But you can see how, just kind of how naked the bumper is without having a splitter on it. Having the splitter really changes the look of the car. Got the new splitter on, at least part one of the splitter. So a little bit of an issue right here is on the underside, there's no lip here like there was on the other splitter. The old splitter had this lip going around it that allowed me to screw the secondary splitter in place. This one does not have that. So I'm going to take some wood dowels, probably 3/8 inch, should fit in there nicely, and run a dowel along here, just a square dowel, and then one along the back side, and that gives me a space to actually mount this splitter to. Back here, I've actually got mounting spacers anyway from the other one to go in the middle, but that's what I'm going to do. I'll let you guys see what it's like when it's done. Alright, so we got the wood in place. I'm just going to let that dry. The epoxy says 5 minutes to set, an hour to cure, so we're going to let this sit for a good, probably a couple hours anyway, before we add on the other pieces. So we have a little bit of an issue here with this part of the front splitter. On my previous one, I had room to mount something underneath here, but this one doesn't have that. So to solve that problem, we're going to use the rods, and you've seen these on a lot of the racing splitters, stuff like that. So it will mount somewhere, kind of in the middle there, and then go up to about there, and I'll make it symmetrical on both sides so that it looks good, and that should hold the front lip in place. That's pretty cool. That'll set like that. And I'm seeing a little bit of bowing in here, so I may see if there's a way for me to run a smaller rod in the back that you really wouldn't see, except for maybe just a small sliver. And the spacers definitely need to be put in there and mounted to the lip, but that should look pretty cool on the front of the car. And I'm seriously considering getting rid of all this stuff and just doing a mesh, but we'll see. So on the back side, I ended up using smaller ones, which you're not really going to see from the front. The only thing you'll see pretty much is that post, but I've got two of them back there, and that holds the center point in place. This is solid here, and then I'll put a post extender here and be able to screw right into the bumper, and this splitter is not going to go anywhere. So I'm an idiot, and I totally forgot to shoot an outro to the bumper video, and also didn't go over those little canards that were on the front. So I'm going to do that real quick, and then we're going to wrap this thing up. So at the beginning of the video, I had a little canard sitting here, and as you can see here, I have taken that out, and still questioning that, but this is going to be another video. But I had a canard sitting on here, and basically I have two different versions of them. One is a carbon fiber look, which is questionable carbon fiber look, and then the other one is just like a plastic black, which I would paint match to that. But the idea is, rather than having it up here where it doesn't really fit because the gap in the front is there, is to actually slide it around and put it right about here. I think it would just help add to the aggressiveness of this front end with this new splitter. The carbon fiber, I would be a little bit more inclined to go the carbon fiber route if this carbon fiber actually matched the carbon fiber of the splitter, but it doesn't. It's it's really kind of a hokey carbon fiber. So I think those little canards will actually help complete the look of the front bumper a lot. So that's all for this video. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Like I said in the beginning, I have something special for you guys that I'll throw up once we hit 7,000 subscribers. You know, kind of a thank you for getting me there type thing, but we're not far away. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and until next time, that's all for me for now, guys. Take it easy.